Over here. No, not my face.
Would you guys buy a comma AoE shirt instead of a WASD shirt? Because he's Dvorak, and that's what it is.
You can always tell exactly how many games the programmers, if they were programming the game to attach to a letter, or if they were programming the game to attach to a specific key in the keyboard. Because in Dvorak key layout, the key itself is the same.
Yeah.
So you can get a game where you just log into it and it changes based on what key layout you have, or it just uses that key, that physical key. And then there's ones that are just like, I can't move. Suddenly I have to hit this button over here to move right. This moves forward. It's dumb.
So I made a deal. If we can get 50 people who want that shirt, then I'll make it.
Please.
Because that's what it takes to like break even on the shirts. About 50.
Yeah.
So that'll do it. Anyway, last week we asked you guys, what's the game you use to relieve stress? And we had two different sort of a dichotomy. You had the people who want to just lose their minds and kill everything, destroy, death and destruction. That's what they use to relieve stress. It's just like pure insanity. Then you have the people who are like, I just want to pet a cat and play the game, The Cat Petter. And
cat petting simulator?
Cat petting simulator. That could go kind of weird if it was VR.
It'd be a big thing in Japan.
I think the game already exists, actually.
Probably.
Except it's an octopus.
Anyway.
So let's go ahead and take a look at some of their answers here. Chivalry. I don't know. That game stresses me out way too much.
Because you got to be drunk for it.
And when I'm drunk, it doesn't. But other than
exactly.
I think that makes a lot of sense, though, because you look back at the time where these guys, in the setting in which this game takes place, and everybody wasn't drinking water because water was kind of scary at the time. So everybody was drinking beer because you knew that it would be clean.
Right.
So all these guys, they're already drunk. So in order to be able to make this game make any sense, you have to be drunk.
Put the alcohol in the water to clean it up. So okay, there's that one.
It's increasing immersion,
Oh yeah.
It's the only way to play it is drunk.
I don't know if I could swing an axe around like that and actually cleave somebody's skull unless I was completely wasted.
Portal was mentioned a few times in here. Space Engineers, Kerbal Space Program, not on the list, but not so far. Maybe it's down here.
When I looked through, I don't think I saw it, but I.
Killing Floor 2 because metal and zombies.
See, that's in that direction of just destroying everything.
Yeah.
Doom 2 Nightmare difficulty, IDDQD, that's God mode. Very happy ammo, IDKFA, and then
Stoner Doom metal.
Okay, see, that makes a little bit of sense. You can't die, you don't run out of ammo, and you never run out of things to kill.
You just
but that's still that extreme of that end of the dichotomy.
Yeah, definitely not the relaxation.
Brutal and stab something.
I mean, I would probably say Serious Sam and all those games are just in that direction.
He should upgrade to Brutal Doom, and then he'll have a real phone.
Someone just right down here says Brutal Doom.
There you go.
Scroll down a little bit more, Brutal Doom, and then Minecraft. So, City Skylines, we have some of the Civilization games. Gandhi. Civ 5, except for Gandhi.
I mean, I could see the SimCity or City Skylines or something along those lines. That makes a lot of sense to me.
Hey, Sins of a Solar Empire, I think, is a really good answer. That game it's one of the 4X games, and it is slow paced and thoughtful and very peaceful. You're just out there in space, but it's still tough and there's a lot of stuff going on. And then what's the other game? EVE Online. A lot of people play that one. That one's very chill until you get.
The game puts me to sleep.
Yeah, it's that de-stressful. So, Sana Miku Project Diva. What kind of stress are you trying to relieve, huh?
Yeah.
Some stress in your loins? She's not real.
My waifu.
She's not real. Your waifu is not real. I don't play this game.
Well, this is actually
it's a great answer.
And it's from one of the. It's either the old official Minecraft server that we used to have, or one of the unofficial Minecraft servers. I mean, look at that! You can just go and you can eat digital watermelon.
I am so
Nothing's
de-stressed.
more relaxing than eating digital watermelon.
And looking at that weird squiddy looking thing. That is the scariest looking squid.
Japan made a simulator where you could pet that thing. All right, let's go ahead to your first.
My immediate choice, the first thing that popped into my head was hatred. I think the reason why is pretty
Adults only.
It's pretty obvious. I don't know why. It's stupid that I got an AO rating, but I mean, look at that.
How is this game any different from the original Postal?
It's actually tame compared to Postal, in my opinion.
Yeah. And it's less gory than Mortal Kombat.
Do you have a suicide button on this one?
No.
Oh.
You're pretty much just waiting till the cops kill you and like that's your suicide.
Oh, well, that's lame.
Yeah. But you just go around slaughtering
That is
people,
so mean.
and they're
That is
innocent,
so mean.
They're defenseless. You know, if you've had a bad day and you just... Obviously, you wouldn't do this in real life, so you do it in the game.
Useless piece of shit.
So I have a thing for turn-based strategy games, and this one is, you know, it's fantasy and it's fun. You're off in another world just doing stuff. If you ever played the Heroes of Might and Magic games, it's going to be very similar, except for this one, you don't have to manage all the stuff that you do with the Heroes of Might and Magic games. You're basically just managing your hero, and that's pretty much it. You're going to run around the world, you take quests. Okay, it's difficult, and some of the battles are really difficult, but it's like, to me, it's slow enough because it's turn-based. You don't have to sit there and make decisions immediately. You can think and really decide exactly what you want to do. So I had a ton of fun playing all of the King's Bounty games, especially the original one. That's the one I put the most time into. But I would probably just go on down and grab the Platinum Pack if you want something to... It's a very good game, difficult game, but also, you're not stressed to do things immediately. So that's my next pick. All right, so this game is this.
Like I said, I mentioned Postal, but this is like the only reason why I think I even play this game.
I regret nothing.
That's it. That right there. That I don't even play the game. I just get in there and I'm like, it's not like I really feel like I need to commit suicide. It's just that makes me laugh hysterically, and I can do that like 10 times in a row, and then I can shut it off. It'll be good. I'll go from stress level to nothing. Otherwise, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I can't play games when I'm like, if I'm stressed in real life, when I sit down and play a game, it doesn't matter how calm or relaxing the game is trying to be. I will flip my desk. I tried playing Stardew Valley the other day while I was really stressed out.
The farm simulator game.
It is a farm simulator. It is like the epitome of everything that Harvest Moon ever should have been, and then better. And that game actually, I did something. It was just something that I did that had a negative outcome, and I was like, "Fuck this shit!" and flipped the table and shut the game off and walked away.
In the comments right now, everyone's going to remind us that we are in Portland and you can buy substances to help you with your stress. I can see it right now in the comments. So if someone's running,
you can buy weed.
Except I don't need to do that. That's like self-medicating. You can get Prozac to help you with that too, but it doesn't necessarily mean that I think it's a good deal.
Well, I mean, if you want to destroy your liver and your sanity,
I could shoot myself, and that would also relieve all of my stress. I'm just saying,
would you regret it?
Probably
you
not.
regret it, you'd be dead.
Exactly. I regret nothing. Anyway,
Nothing.
my point is if I actually need to de-stress, I'll just go out and sit in the middle of nowhere where I can disconnect from everything, just kind of chill out.
And then pull out your phone and play Bejeweled?
Oh no, I'll leave my phone in the car.
You'll be playing Bejeweled?
No, I will not play Bejeweled. Like even when I was like we were on the plane and playing like Shattered Dungeon, it was like nope, sorry, that game stresses me out.
Because you get to level 15 and then they go fuck you. All right, next up.
My second choice, Grand Theft Auto 5, specifically in first person. I like to run around in first person punching people in the face, but that's me. Just again, similar to Hatred, where you're just going ham on the population.
How does this work? Because I'm on the other end of things like this. I guess it's fun to just unwind and like go crazy. I guess I could play Doom to de-stress, but I really just go for the more subtle games when I de-stress. Like, what does it do when you?
I think we're all sitting in the wrong position. You're on one end of this dichotomy that we're describing.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, I can chill out. You're definitely on the murder everyone, and I'm like, can't we all just get along and go hang out in the woods or something? I mean, I'm actually because I tried. I really did. I got myself intentionally got myself overly stressed out over the weekend just for the purpose of like, what game can I play to calm down? And nothing worked. I was ready to start screaming, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I have neighbors. It's 2:00 in the morning. This would be a bad idea. She needs to go kill something.
All right, next up on my menu is FTL, another turn-based strategy game, but this one is a roguelike. You live once and you die. But a lot of the thing with this game is the music and everything is subtle and pretty. Thanks, Ben, for that. And that sort of creates a mood. You're in space. It's not incredibly. It's an incredibly detailed game, but it doesn't feel that detailed. I don't know. There's something about it that just. Even when I'm losing, it's still just kind of chill. I don't know. That one really...
I don't know. You seem like you would get pretty stressed out when playing it sometimes.
Yeah, but it doesn't last. It's just... Well, you get into the heat of the moment. And it's like, God damn it, why did it blow up? But it's not like I've come away from this game, hating the world and stressed out. It's while you're playing it, it is peaceful.
No, see, and I even tried playing this when I was stressed out over the weekend. And the problem I ran into is that I was so stressed out in like everything else that was going on with whatever I was doing. I got into this game. The music was nice and chill, but I started making really stupid mistakes, and that just aggravated me even more. So I'm like, screw this.
Okay, maybe the soundtrack then. Maybe just putting on the soundtrack.
That actually works. I can sit back and I can
I
chill
like
with the
listening
music.
to the soundtrack while playing Elite Dangerous.
I can actually see doing that. That would be
Yeah.
hilarious. I'm gonna have to try that next time.
Probably even lower.
Now-
Because it goes with outer space and everything like that.
No, it does absolutely. No, I actually like that idea. I'm gonna try that next time I play Elite. But now, like this game, I can go from playing like Quake or one of those like crazy games where we're playing with the community or whatnot, and I'm just like really amped up. And then at the end of a stream, I'll put on this game and I will just play through an entire session, and I'll be chill by the end of it. And if I'm in game mode, I can go from highly amped game to this, and I'll calm myself down. But if I'm like amped with something else, sitting down and just putting my nose into a game just drives me insane. Which sucks because I used to be really. That's all I used to ever do. Maybe I've gotten old.
Perhaps.
Jesus. Next up is this.
My last choice is Zenbound. Despite my first two being kill and murder everyone with no remorse, Zenbound is on the relaxing end of the spectrum, where you have a limited length of rope, and that rope puts like paint on these wooden objects, and you have to cover as much of the wooden object in paint as you can before you run out of rope. But there's no timer. I like the graphics, the music's relaxing, and it's just chill, and it's simple and pretty, and it's relaxing.
Is it tedious?
No, it's not. And the controls are like very
weird.
simple and fluid, and you can get into it very easily. It's
Okay, how do you think of a game like this? Let's have rope and you wrap it around stuff and then the rope will paint it. How do they think of this game?
Hey, we are in Portland. I'm gonna find out where these guys come from because I every single time I see something like this, I'm like, this is amazing. Somebody had to have been really high to think of this.
it's
Hey,
relaxing.
Absolutely. No, actually, you know what? That's interesting. I'm gonna have to try this next time I'm all amped up. I'm gonna guarantee you what's gonna happen is my OCD is gonna kick, and I'm like, nah! And I'm gonna lose my mind. And that's the other reason why some of these games drive me nuts because it's not perfect. Crap. I only got 98%. I should be able to get 99, and then I just.
Yeah, well, if you get under 100, you can like do it over,
Yeah, and I would do it over.
but you don't
and
feel
over.
pressured to do it quickly because there's no timer.
That's what you're saying. I'm
And
telling
if you like don't get it just right, you can like kind of unwind it a little bit to bring the rope off and place it back down somewhere else.
Yeah.
So
I'll have to check it out. I'm gonna have to check that one out.
All right, last one for me. Pretty much all the old LucasArts adventure games. We're talking Monkey Island and Loom and The Dig and Indiana Jones. Those games were fun. And The Fate of Atlantis.
I don't think the dig would be very relaxing because those puzzles, if you don't have a walkthrough, good luck.
Yeah, I guess Sam & Max, Day of the Tentacle, the more humorous ones, and Monkey Island. So let's just say that, okay, Sam & Max,
Full throttle.
Full Throttle. Those games are so much fun.
Isn't there like a rumor saying they're gonna like redo that one, like remaster that one, like the way they did? They remastered Day of the Tentacle.
I hope so. That would be freaking awesome.
If not, I'm gonna start that rumor right now. They're going to totally redo.
These
Full
images
throttle.
are too tiny.
Yeah, what's up with these freaking tiny images? Jesus,
Because it's a
Wikipedia.
low-res game.
Yeah, I
Actually,
guess
she's
so.
gonna- It's like, that was full screen 20 years
Yeah,
ago.
exactly.
A lot of adventure games can kind of be lower on the stress level because they're about the story, they're about the experience, they're about the puzzles, which not that fun, but
I don't know the skull piano piece in the Indiana Jones and Last Crusade game drove me nuts because I'm like, I've got this. I know what all the notes are supposed to be, but I couldn't. Like, I'm not whipping out a guitar tuner to tell me what notes are actually being played. I'm like, this is the scale. This is what it's supposed to be. And you hit the buttons. You're like, it's not right. And you spend an hour on that one thing. And you're like, oh. One note to the right.
You just said that, and I can already see there's going to be a ton of people in the comments being like, yeah, you mentioned these adventure games until you get to this puzzle in this game, and then you kill yourself. And I'm like, okay, yeah, there are. Each game has maybe one or two puzzles where you kill yourself.
Oh, you mean like the kick in the wall?
But then you
Kick in the wall. I'm sorry, but it's like, it's right here. I swear I know it's here. I've played this game before. No, it's not. It's 3 bricks over.
Pixel hunt. Okay, if the game has pixel hunting, no. Stressful. Where's
Only that
the
one
thing?
spot.
You just wait for your cursor to like change shape.
I know, and
You just scan.
Oh, it's tedious. Like, oh, I can grab this random pixel.
I'm not
Why?
putting my lips on that.
I'm not putting my lips on that.
Love that game.
I don't have anything. Yeah, we just said that. That's de-stressful. Like, I'm not.
You know
putting
what's
my
really
lips
cool about
on
that game? Just the voice acting in that game was phenomenal. Because
Yeah.
you've got like Rip Burger was voiced by Mark Hamill, and then I cannot remember the name of the guy who did. Wow,
Which one was Rip Burger? Was his
Rip
voice?
Burger was the bad guy.
Which one was the old guy? What was that?
Corley.
Corley, yeah, Corley. Yeah, his like upper pitch voice. Who
Oh,
did
he was
that?
great.
I forgot.
I can't remember his name either, but I just distinctly remember Rip Burger being Mark Hamill.
Mark
And
Hamill.
when I played that game when I was younger, it never occurred to me that it was him. And then I like listened to him like that can't be him. You look at Luke Skywalker and you look at him, and you're like, nah. But now you hear him now when he's talking to anybody now, and I'm like, you are Rip Burger. And then when he starts laughing, like you are the Joker. Holy crap! You really are those guys.
a hell of a voice actor.
They have messed with you over the years. So what retro video game do you think is still worth playing? And we say retro, we're going to define that as anything that's 10 years or older. So in this case, anything that was made before 2006.
Yeah. So let us know in the comments on the website.
Yeah.
And then we'll let you know what our picks are, and then you should go play them.
Pixar is not a video game company.
They've made a couple, haven't they?
That's just videos, like movies. I mean, they look like video games.
This is a Toy Story. Why are we talking about this?
Because you said you'll let us know what our picks are.
Everybody, the mouse is available right there. I'll punch you in the face if you can find a mouse with the same sensor and same feature set for a lower price. I will punch you in the face. So go ahead and try to find it. Do it. It's actually selling quite well, and I'm glad you guys are liking the first mouse. Who knows what'll come after this. Also got a bunch of stuff on the website. Just go take a look at it. Mouse pads and t-shirts and hats and gloves and no gloves. Earmuffs and scarves. No earmuffs, no scarves.
Pants. We got pants.
No pants. All right, goodbye.
Hey, yes, you're a beast.
80s, anything?
How about
What is
90s?
it- when does it become retro? Because my retro might be different from
All right,
your
let's say
retro.
10 years ago or beyond.
So 2006 or earlier, or 2000 or earlier?
Started gaming in '94.
Let's do like 2006 and earlier.
In 84, it doesn't really matter.
You want your hipster card?
No, I'm just saying that's my point.
They have
is
cards
that
now?
Yeah.
That's too
It's like a
mainstream.
little club.
It's too mainstream. Why would they have cards?
But they don't tell anyone about it.
Oh, don't tell me about the cards.
just make your own, otherwise it's not worth it, right?
It's actually a scarf.
It has a subtle off-white coloring.